Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are doing well. Today, I thought I'd sit down and film my everyday makeup routine. This is the makeup I will do if I want to look presentable, I want to put a face on. Obviously, if I'm not doing anything, I'm not going to do this, but I've been doing this makeup pretty much every day for a good while now. I feel like I've got it down pat. I love the way this makeup looks. It's so easy to do. It's not too over the top, and all of these products I absolutely love. They're my tried and true, and I feel like I'm at the point of my life now where I'm not really buying a whole lot of new makeup. I've got what I love. I'll just repurchase it. I'll switch out things here and there like blushes and bronzers and stuff like that, but all of these products I absolutely love. So I thought I would sit down, film my makeup today. It's not going to be very aesthetic. I've got brushes that are ancient. I really do need to replace this one. This is my MAC blending brush. Yeah, just a realistic everyday makeup routine. Okay, starting out with my base, I always put on SPF. It's very important. This is the Sunsense Face Ultra Light Tint. 50 plus SPF. This stuff I got for Christmas. I'm obsessed. It says it's non-shiny. That's a lie. It is very shiny, but I'm not mad about it because it makes you look so nice and glowy. So I always pop that on. And it also says it has a light tint. I feel like it doesn't, but honestly, it just provides such a nice, like, glowy base to my makeup and protects my skin, most importantly. See how glowy it is? Non-shiny. After I do that, I always use my Charlotte Tilbury, the name's rubbed off, the Hollywood filter. This is in the shade 4. Love this stuff. Is it necessary? Yes. I was about to say probably not, but it is. It makes your skin look so nice and even. You can use this on its own as well. I like doing that if I'm like doing a no makeup day, but I'm going out to run errands, I'll just pop a bit of this on and it just kind of evens out your skin tone, gives you a nice glow. It's the best, honestly. I think I've gone through about 3 or 4 of them. I just realized I'm not using a mirror. I need to go and get a mirror. Or should I just do a challenge video, do my whole face in this viewfinder? Yeah? Alright. Okay, we're moving on to foundation. I got myself a mirror. I am using my tried and true. This stuff I've used since I was 18. I just love it. It's the Estee Lauder Double Wear in the shade 2W2 Rattan. Can't use anything else. I've tried and I just go back to it every single time. It's like a toxic boyfriend. I actually use it with my hands now because I feel like it goes on a little bit lighter, and then I'll go in with a beauty blender after and kind of blend it out. I actually really like when my freckles shine through now, which is something I used to hate, and I feel like I talk about that in every makeup video. Not that I film many, but I used to hate my freckles, but now if they're showing, I like it. And I'm kind of excited for Bali because I feel like when I go in the sun, they go nice and dark and you just look really sun-kissed. Also, my scalp is so dry. I don't know why. I thought in summer you're not meant to be dry and crusty, but I don't know. There's something going on. So if you can see that, I'm sorry. So just kind of roughly like blend it in. Then I'll get my beauty blender and buff it all out. Now we need some concealer because she's been up since 5 AM. This is another product that I keep repurchasing. I haven't tried anything else, but actually I am open to it. So if you know any other good concealers, do let me know. But this is the Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer in the shade 12B Fair Beige. I do one eye at a time just because I find if I can put it on, set it, then move on to the next one, it doesn't crease in the meantime. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that underneath there and blend it out and try not to pull weird facials because I definitely normally do. Okay, once that's blended out, to set that, I'm going to use a little angled fluffy brush. It's not really that fluffy. And my Mercier translucent setting powder. I really like this because it almost has like a yellow undertone. Concealer saves my life, honestly. Look at that difference. Oh, if the angle keeps changing, that is because I keep having to turn my camera off in between filming because it just dies so quickly. I don't know what's going on with it. It won't fully charge. It hasn't been at 100%. I charged it all night last night too, so I really don't know what's going on. I always take the excess and go around my nose as well because I find I crease a little bit there. Also, I tanned my face last night and it's all gone between my finger. I use the Isle of Paradise tanning drops, but definitely wash your hands thoroughly after use. Normally I do, I get right in there, but obviously I didn't this time. So now that that is done, I'm going to move on to my brows. I just use the Mecca Max Brow Guru in the shade Fair. It's a nice color for blondes. This is actually a new one. This is another product I go through a lot and repurchase all the time. I don't really do too much to my brows. I just kind of fill out the end and then fluff up the front. So that's all I do. It just fills them out a little bit more. Brows are done. I'm going to set them later, but we're going to move on to the rest of our face first. I feel like this video is all over the place. I don't know. I get really nervous filming makeup videos. I feel very out of my depth because I don't film makeup tutorials. So I'm very out of practice. So bear with. But next we're going to move on to the rest of my face. Sometimes I do my eyes first. Sometimes I do my whole face and then my eyes. But today we're going to do my whole face and then my eyes. So to set my foundation, I'm using two products. The first is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Radiant Light. So it's a little bit of a golden glow. And then I mix that with my MAC Medium Plus Mineralized Skin Finish. I like mixing it with this because it adds just like an extra glow. And it is like extra powder, but it's not coverage. So I like using both of these. And I'm just using this on like a big fluffy brush. Then once that is on, I'm going to do some bronzer on the same brush. This is another Charlotte Tilbury product. I use the airbrush bronzer in the shade Medium. Looks like this. And I'm going to pop it on my forehead. Theo's having an itch. Can you see it? I've heard a lot of people say they don't really like this product, like the color payoff isn't that good, but I kind of like that because, I mean, I go in and I don't know, I really like this product. I like that you kind of have to build it up because if it was really heavy at first, I feel like I'd put too much on. So I quite enjoy it. And then I'm also going to put that on my cheekbones. I don't contour, I just do bronzer and apply it like a contour. And then I'm going to use a little bit around my jawline as well. I have the best news, by the way. I feel like because another thing when I'm filming makeup videos, because I'm so not used to it, I'm concentrating. And I would love to just sit here and chat about life, but I'm like so out of practice with filming these videos that I feel like I can't focus. But I do have really good news about my car. So I got in contact with Land Rover, who have had my car for about a month now. I've been hiring cars from Uber Car Share for probably over a month. No, yeah, I don't know. My car's been here, there, and everywhere, so I've been hiring cars for a while, but it's been at Land Rover for a month, and they told me the issue with it. I couldn't get it fixed through insurance, so I asked them to take it up with Land Rover Australia because it's not an old car. It shouldn't be having issues yet. Or at all. It was actually the timing chain is loose, which is an issue that does happen, but this early on probably shouldn't. So they took it up with Land Rover Australia and they're going to fix it for free. They're shipping the parts over from the UK, which will take 6 to 8 weeks, and they're paying for all of the, what do you call it? Like the people fixing it? What do you call that? The labor. They're paying for all the labor, all the parts. The only thing I had to pay for was one part, which is like $1,500, but it was going to be an $8,000 to $10,000 fix, and they're fixing it for free. I couldn't believe it. I was at work at the time and I just screamed. I was so happy, and yeah, I'm very, very grateful for that. I feel so lucky. I can't believe that they're fixing it for me. So it's going to take a while. I'm going to be having to hire cars, although my dad does have a spare one. I've just got to try and, now I'm just contouring my nose. I take a little bit more bronzer on this same brush that I set my under eyes with, and I take it underneath my nose. My dad has a spare car, so I have to try and get that off him so I don't have to keep hiring cars because it's getting a bit ridiculous. Although having a new car every couple of weeks has been fun and fresh, but the last one I had didn't have aircon because I didn't read the description, so I got rid of that quick smart. I'm also contouring down the sides of my nose as well. But now I've got a little Honda. It has aircon, so I'm happy. So I think I have that until tomorrow, but I might extend it and then hopefully get the car off my dad soon until I finally get my car back. Once I get it back, I'm still deciding. I don't know whether I'm going to sell it and get something else or just keep it now that it's basically going to have a fresh new engine. I don't know. Not a whole new engine, but all the parts. It's going to be healthy again, which is good. So I don't know. I don't know whether I'm going to sell it. Yet to decide. That is what I do with my bronzer. Now I'm going to move on with some blush. I use a cream blush actually. This is a Mecca Cosmetica Weekend Skin in the shade Rose. And I'm just using that on kind of like a synthetic little blush brush. And then I've got a towel down here. I just pat a little bit off. And I'm just going to pop that on my cheeks. I love blush. I put so much blush on. It's actually kind of insane, but I just think it just transforms your whole face. You look so youthful and glowy and bright. Oh, it's just the best. So I'm going to go in with some more. I also go over the bridge of my nose as well. And then after that, I do set that with some more blush. This is the Hourglass Luminous Flush. It just looks like this. And set that. Like I said, a lot of blush. Moving on to my eyes, I'm going to be using this Kylie Jenner palette. It is Christmas themed, and yes, I will be using it all year long because look at these shades. I love it. So I'm going to be using this in my crease. I just use one color in my crease day to day. If I am going out, I'll use a little bit of like a darker shade. Sometimes a little bit of this as well. But yeah, just one shade today. Theo's snoring in the background. And I focus most of this on the outer part of my eye, and I actually drag it out quite a lot now too. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you can hear that. He's having a fat nap right now. Honestly, I could do the same. I might need to go and get a coffee. I'm on the waters right now, my little daily iced cup. I think I need coffee in here. So yeah, I'm just gonna blend that in. Take a little bit kind of over here as well. I feel like recently makeup is very simplified. It's very glowy, simple, not over the top. I feel like natural is really in. I say that I've put like a million products on my face, and I've also got hectic eyelash extensions right now, which I do. I still love an eyelash extension. I really do. I used to get them a lot more full, and now I've been getting them a little they're full now because I only just got them done, but I really like the way I get them done now. They don't look too intense. You can still see my eyeshadow. But yeah, I feel like makeup is a lot more like glowy, dewy, real skin, enhancing your real features. And I like that. That's all I do. So I'll do the other eye and I will come back. I lied. I'm using 2 products on my eyes. The next thing that I do is I use a little bit of this Global Glow by MAC just on my eyelid on a little fluffy brush. Freya and I don't hold us to this, but we've booked in, and this is how busy life gets, and I'm not complaining. I'm very blessed to have lots of friends and lots of events and lots of things on and traveling here and there, but we've literally had to try and book in April for a sober month. Just a month, no drinking on the weekends, because as much as I love going out for a drink, it really just takes its toll. It's Tuesday today. We got up at 5 this morning and we just couldn't go to the gym. We went for a walk instead. We were too tired, and we were home at 12 that night. We had Hottest 100 the weekend as I'm filming this, and it wasn't a late night, but just all the alcohol and the big days and the socializing really takes it out of you, and I feel like I'm coming out of the weekends not rested, whereas when I have a weekend not drinking, I wake up on Monday and I'm just ready to tackle the world. So we booked in April, and hopefully that works out, because we've got Bali in March, birthday's next month. May is my birthday, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I just put that on my lid, and then I'm going to take this same fluffy brush and blend it out. Okay, my camera has 6%, so I'm probably going to have to take a little break soon. But next I'm going to move on to a little bit of eyeliner. I'm just using this I'm using this shade down here, which is like a deep kind of burgundy brown. I'm using a little angled brush, and I'm just going to use that on the outside of my lash line. That's the word I was looking for. I don't go all the way in. I find staying on the outside of my lash line makes it look more kind of cat eye, extends your eye a little bit, and it just looks really flattering. And I've finally figured out what suits my eye shape, and I really like the way this looks. Just like that. I don't know if you can see with my big old lashes in the way. But I'm going to go and do my other eye, charge up my camera a little bit, and then we'll finish off the rest of my face. Eyeliner is done. Now I'm going to move on to inner color. Inner corner highlight. My product that I use is destroyed. This is the Stilla Kitten eyeshadow, and the top of it has come out. It's smashed. I do really need to get a new one of these, but I love this shade. It's, oh, I'm spilling it everywhere. I love this shade. It's really pretty, so I definitely need to go and get a new one. Also, I just haven't grown out of the inner corner, the bright inner corner. I just think it looks so nice, so it is something that I love to do. So I'm just taking a little synthetic brush, and I'm going to pop that in my inner corner. Day to day, I try to go a little bit lighter with it. And then obviously if I'm heading out at night time, I'll use more or a different product. So that's what that looks like. I just love this shade. It's like that perfect champagne shade. Really brightens up your eye. And then after that, I'm going to flip that brush around and go back in with my bronzer, hello, and put that on my lower lash line. I don't do too much to underneath my eye because I feel like it drags my eye down a little bit. So I'll just take a little bit of this and just put it on mostly the outside of my lower lash line. And then drag it a little bit all the way across. Then we are going to use some highlight. Actually, no, I'm going to set my brows first. This is the Mecca Max Brow Guru Tinted Gel. I use this or a Benefit one. I just kind of like brush it in my brows like that because I feel like it really coats the hairs if you shove it in like that. And once this is set, I'll actually go and take my beauty blender and the excess foundation or whatever's on that and just go over my brows just to make sure they don't look too harsh or too dark. But that is the good thing about having darker hair now. I feel like I can get away with my darker brows. And now I'm going to move on to highlight. I'm using that same color that I put on my lid. This is the MAC Global Glow. I feel like I look wrong. Did I put too much under eye stuff on? I actually find I put on that shadow underneath my eye and I kind of like when it wears off throughout the day. But anyways, highlight. I'm using a fluffy brush and I'm going to go down my nose. I actually already took some underneath my brow before when I wasn't filming, but I go under my brow as well. And then on my cheekbones. And I always drag it to the top of my brow bone as well. And then all across my forehead. I just like to look really glowy. You know, one thing I do like as well, when I put my foundation, my makeup on, I feel like it looks better after like an hour. Is anyone else like that? Like if I'm going to an event, I love when I have to go on a little drive beforehand, or like, you know, I get ready early and let it sit on my face. It just kind of seeps in and just looks nicer. I don't know why. It's like your oils come through. I don't know, it just starts looking better. That is done. Is that everything? I just need to do my lips. I've got to go get my products from my handbag and I'll be back. Now for my lippies, I'm going to use another Mecca Max product. This is the Pout Pencil in the shade Classy. It's like really nice, like deep rosy, nudie pink. And line my lips. Oh my god, I've just sharpened this and it's so precise. So just pretty roughly like that. That looks insane. And then over the top I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick, which is running out. I need to get more. This is another product I've gone through 3 of. And then I'll just take my finger and blend that in. Do I want lip gloss? I think I do. Be right back again. I'm glad I'm doing gloss actually because this is the best dupe that I've found for the Fenty Beauty lip glosses. It's just from MCO Beauty. You can get it from Woolworths. It's so cheap and it's so nice and glossy. Blend that in again. I feel like it looks really dark today, I don't know why. And there we have it. That is the completed look that I do when I want to look presentable. And just in time too, because I have 2% left. But yes, this is the look that I will do if I'm heading out during the day or filming or just want to look presentable. It's really easy. It takes me about half an hour normally, which probably sounds like a long time to some people, but for like a light glam look, I feel like that's pretty good and very doable for me anyways. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found some products that you might like to try or maybe some little tips and tricks. Not that I was talking about tips and tricks very much, but this is just what I do every day when I want to look nice, and I really, really like this routine. I feel like it really suits me. It's not too much. It still shows my real skin, but it looks nice and glowy, and yeah, I really like it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Give the video a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more videos from me. I hope you guys have an amazing day or an amazing night, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!